So, hi, I'm Neil Hermes and welcome to my weekly bird wrap, where this week I have three stories, two really exciting stories about birds of prey starting to nest again, and they're great stories, and I draw your attention to some fabulous YouTube sites you can go to. And the other one's a bit of a sad story about the potential concerns we have with wind turbines and birds of prey. Hi, I'm Neil Hermes and welcome to my weekly bird wrap, where I'm going to start the stories this week with the exciting news that the Collins Falcons are back on their nest and have laid their first egg. Now, you'll recall that last year I brought your attention to the Collins birds. These are peregrines that nest on the top of a very tall building in the middle of Melbourne on a ledge, and they have a camera that's focused at them, and we can watch their activities during the season. This pair of peregrines has been nesting there for many, many years, and we're really delighted that they're back again now. And you can watch the progress of the Collins Peregrine Falcons by going onto the Collins YouTube site and watching them. They have clips of highlights of things that have happened in the days and weeks, as well as the continuous run feed where you can watch the bird day and night and see what it's up to. It's a fantastic opportunity to have an insight into the peregrines. And of course, you remember last year, we found that they were eating some amazing different sorts of food, including some other endangered birds. So the first story is the Collins Peregrine Falcons are back and laying. My second story today is a slightly concerning one, and that is that there is now an understanding that these very big wind farms that are being built all around the world, and increasingly in Australia, are potentially having very big impacts on certain species of birds. This has come to a head with a proposal to build a 200 plus turbine site in Australia. A Philippines company is proposing to do that, and this is added to dozens of other turbines in the same area. One or two turbines may kill one or two birds, but when you have these huge concentrations of turbines, species like brown falcons, peregrine falcons, wedge-tailed eagles, swifts, all become vulnerable in large numbers in these turbines. So I'm glad to see that the Federal Environment Minister in Australia has said that they're going to look at this issue and see whether or not they can make determinations about the impacts of these new proposals, not just on a proposal by proposal basis, but on the basis of the regional impact and the cumulative impact a lot of these developments may have. So watch this space. Wind turbines and birds don't go together, and there is much more we need to understand about the impacts. And of course, whilst we want to decrease our carbon footprint, we don't want to do it at the expense of many species of spectacular birds. And my last story this week is about ospreys in South Australia. Now, I think I've brought stories about ospreys in South Australia to you before, but again, it's exciting news. The ospreys in South Australia, which are down to around about 50 breeding pairs, this spectacular seabird that plucks the fish out of the surface of the water, is now nesting again in sites around Port Lincoln that have been put up especially for it. So groups in Port Lincoln, bird supporters, the parks officials and council people have got together and built these various towers where the birds are now nesting on top of the towers. But excitingly, they've also got a couple of barges in the harbour where they've put nests on them, old barges that have been purchased for the purpose, and the nests have been located on the barges, and the birds are now nesting on these barges in the harbour. And some of these sites now also have cameras on them. So look up Port Lincoln Ospreys and watch the progress of the ospreys nesting in Port Lincoln. And this is a bird that we really do want to see many, many more of all around Australia, and it's great to see them increasing in numbers in South Australia. So I hope you've enjoyed those stories in the wrap this week. If you have, check out the website, check out the expeditions that I take from around Australia and around the world watching birds, and enjoy your bird watching. Hi, I hope you've just enjoyed watching that YouTube clip that I've produced. If you do like the clips that I'm doing, please do hit the like button and subscribe to my YouTube channel and share my material with some of your friends. That would be great. I'm sure you know many people that would also enjoy hearing about birds from around the world on my YouTube channel. Thank you.